Welcome to the Bentley Systems training course where you will learn how to design steel connections using RAM Connection Standalone. RAM Connection Standalone is used for the design and detailing of steel connections. It can design individual shear, moment, brace, splice, and truss connection types to a variety of different steel design codes. Now in this particular video, we're going to show you how to create a new model within RAM Connection Standalone and how to get started on your project. This will include the process for creating your design configuration, creating load cases and load combinations, and also setting up your joint data. We will now turn our attention to our RAM Connection Standalone application. And all I've done so far is I've just launched the program directly from my desktop using the icon. Now before I get into creating any type of model geometry, let's take a look at our graphical user interface first. At the top of the screen, you're going to find your quick access toolbar. What this will do is give you access to some frequently used commands such as save a model or open a new model. Now right below the quick access toolbar, you also have your ribbon toolbar. This will give you access to your frequently used commands, including customizing your database, setting up your load cases, creating joints, and also performing a design and reviewing your output. In addition to that, if you take a look at the File tab, you'll be able to open up recent models and review your design settings. In the main area of the view, you're going to be able to see your joint data for your currently selected joint. Now the way RAM Connection Standalone works is you can create several different joints all within the same model, and then you're going to select the different joints and work on each one of them one by one. The way you select different joints in the model is you're going to select the joints for the joint selection area at the bottom of your screen. Lastly, in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, you're also going to see your templates area. Now, if this isn't displayed on your screen, you're going to go to the Home tab in your ribbon toolbar and ensure that this templates icon is currently selected. What this will do is this will give you access to the connections database that is installed with RAM Connection Standalone. You can see that this database is organized by the group, then the table, then the item. We're going to be working for the series of videos today on the United States group. We're going to work through a variety of different tables that can resist shear reactions. And then within each one of these tables, we have unique connection templates that can be utilized. Now to start any connection design project, you're going to start by setting up your design code or your design configuration. To do that, you're going to go to your Design tab in your ribbon toolbar, and you can click on your Design Code icon. Now here I'm going to select for today's session the AISC 16 LRFD Design Standard, and I'm going to enter a maximum strength ratio limit of 1.0. Now with this strength ratio limit, basically anything with a strength ratio above this value that I enter here would be indicated as a failing connection. Anything below this threshold would be a passing connection design. In addition to that, RAM Connection Standalone can design certain connection types for certain forces using the seismic provisions. This would include a couple of your gusset connections or a couple of your moment style connections that are available within the program. For this series of videos, we're going to be focusing on shear connections, so we're going to go ahead and leave the seismic provisions unselected. Once you've entered your parameters, you can go ahead and click OK. And we're going to take this opportunity to also save our model. Now, in addition to setting up your design configuration, you also want to set up your loads, and you typically would want to set this up before you create any new joints. So I'm going to go to the Home tab of the ribbon toolbar, and I'm going to start by creating some new load cases. So I'll click on the Add and Edit Load Condition icon, and you can see that RAM Connection has already entered one load case for me, and I can create some additional load cases if I needed to. So for this model, I would like dead load and live load. Now, the ID and the description, you can enter anything that makes it convenient for you to understand what this load is indicating. The category is what the program's also going to use, however, to generate load combinations. So this category field, you do want to make sure that you enter correctly in the event that you would like to generate load combinations later on. Now, if you'd like to create your own manual load combinations, you can feel free to do that in the bottom portion of this screen. But for me, I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of RAM Connection's ability to generate the load combinations for me. So at this point, I would just go ahead and click OK. Now you can create some additional load cases if you need, maybe some wind or seismic or other types, and also put them into that dialog if you needed to. Now I'm also going to generate my load combinations. So I'm going to go up to the Home tab in the ribbon toolbar and click on the Generate Load Conditions icon. And you can see that we do have within RAM Connection Standalone several different load combination generators that are immediately available. Now, as you might recall, I entered a design code as the AISC 16 LRFD design standard. So I do want to make sure that my load combination generator is going to be generating LRFD load combinations to be consistent through my whole work process. So I'm going to select the AISCE 716 LRFD factored load combination generator. Before I generate them, I will be able to have a preview of what types of load cases and load combinations will be generated through this process. And if everything looks good to me, I can just click on the Generate icon, and I can see that 2 design load combinations were generated as a result. So we'll go ahead and click OK. Now, if I come back at a later time and add some additional load cases, you will want to come back and regenerate your load combinations to make sure that they are included, particularly if you add load types that were not already included in the program, such as like wind or seismic. You're just going to want to regenerate those load combinations.
If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. If you want to see more such series, consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you, and see you next time.